That's a good scene there from Emilia Perez, the most Oscar-nominated film of 2024 with 13 nods. And we start this half hour here with the buzz surrounding this year's nominees and those who didn't get selected. Lots to talk about here. So joining us now to break it all down is Us Weekly correspondent Christina Garibaldi. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. We're glad you're here because, you know, there's always those films and those nominees who you're just like, wait, they didn't get the nomination?
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman is one of those with Baby Girl.
Nicole Kidman, who would have thought that she wouldn't be on this list? 5-time nominee. She already won an Oscar before, but this performance in Baby Girl got everybody talking. It was a critic's darling. So a lot of people thought that she was going to be there. She was so vulnerable in this role. Everybody loved it, but it was a stacked category in Best Actress. So unfortunately, so many. So unfortunately, it wasn't her year, but Nicole Kidman has been in everything this year, so right? I think she's doing okay. Yeah. I think she's all right.
And I mean, similarly with Selena Gomez, so many people thought that she would get a nomination for her role in Emilia Perez. What happened there?
I don't know, but like you said, Emilia Perez, the most nominated film of the Oscars this year with 13 nominations. Zoe Saldana got a nomination. It's up for Best Picture, but Selena Gomez didn't get it. She was nominated for a Golden Globe. She gave such a moving and beautiful performance, singing in both English and in Spanish. But I feel like Selena is now solidified herself as such a serious actress, and I think that we're going to be talking about her for years to come. So I think her time will come in the future, definitely.
That's for sure. Well, somebody we have been talking about for years, that's Denzel Washington. And for all the talk about Glicked and Gladiator 2 and all this stuff, it didn't quite come out with the nominations, and not one for Denzel Washington this time around.
Not one for Denzel. It's been since 2002 since he got his last Oscar. So it's been a while since Denzel has been in the Oscar conversation, but this was such a blockbuster hit, and sometimes blockbuster hits don't really translate to Oscar nominations, and that's what I think happened with Denzel, and especially for Gladiator in general. It only got one nomination for costume design, so unfortunately it didn't win at the Oscars, but did win at the blockbuster hit in the box office.
Yeah. Okay, can we talk about Demi Moore for a second? Because this is obviously someone who did get a nomination. That Golden Globe speech was just so stunning. And now here she is.
I know.
This is her first time, basically.
Right? Get your tissue boxes ready if she wins, because I think she's going to give such a beautiful speech if she is up there. This has been such a great comeback story for her and such a raw, gritty role. And horror films aren't usually recognized too much at the Oscars as well.
That film, by the way.
Right?
You haven't seen
Wild.
It. I know Gio and I have seen it. That is something.
It is
really
wild.
is wild. It really is. So I'm rooting for her. I think this could be such a beautiful moment for her, and up for Best Picture as well. And I don't think a lot of people thought a horror film would be for Best Picture, but here we are.
I don't even think of it as horror. Like, it's not traditional horror.
Yes,
right?
It's not traditional. It's not traditional anything, right? It's like we said.
Extensive conversation in the studio about it yesterday. And her Golden Globe speech was so good that Gio actually texted it to me moments after it happened, so I could see it.
Right.
Okay, so the two actors who starred in succession together, they're actually up against each other.
Yes.
How do you see this going?
This is a rumble of the Roys. I don't know if you were big Succession fans,
yes.
but this is going to be so much fun to see. It's not a big surprise that they are nominated because they gave such beautiful performances, but it's going to be fun to see them go up against one another. Kieran Culkin did win the Golden Globe when they were up against each other, so I don't know who's going to get the bragging rights at the after party, but I'd love to see it.
And there's some other first-time nominees that you have, right?
13 first-time nominations this year, which is incredible. You know, Ariana Grande in Wicked, Fernando Torres, Sebastian Stan. So there's a lot of first-time nominees who can really be making a splash this season as well. So it's going to be a really great show.
Christina Garibaldi, such a pleasure to have you here
Thank you so
with
much.
Us Weekly.
This was so much fun. Thank you.
All right, and we'll be watching everything that you've got ahead in Us Weekly.
Definitely.
Awesome.